Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. How is everyone out there today? Welcome, welcome. I am Darlene. I did 2 readings for y'all today and recorded them. They were 30 minutes long each, and then I found out there was no sound. So this is take 2. But I do believe there's always a reason for that. So we'll see what comes out, the same or different. Let's give this another try here. And just double checking to be sure that my team wants me to still stay with these cards that I was using. Maybe that was the conundrum. All right. Nope. We're going to go with the different decks. Okie dokie. We will use the Light Seer and this one. Let me just a second. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to rush and get these done. I should have had these out, but okay, which one? Okay, that's Divine Masculine. This is the Divine Feminine. Okie dokie. So, in other words, that was not what I meant to say. This is a Scorpio reading. It's not a twin flame reading, although there's usually no such thing as an accident, so maybe that's what's going to come out here. We don't know. I'll be using this deck for my Scorpio. Tell me, Scorpio, how do you feel about the current state of the relationship with your person, please, and thank you. How does Scorpio viewing the relationship with your person? And bear with me, folks. You can fast forward here. I'm not a fast shuffler typically, and I like to get flyers, so. Ooh, all right. Nothing's happening. That's what you're saying, Scorpio. Well, nada, nilch. Nothing is happening here. Now, you aren't also telling me, Scorpio, that you're tired. It's like, I don't think I can fight for this anymore. Or maybe you don't want to. This is the wounded warrior. He perseveres, but in the reverse, it's saying, I don't think I want to do that anymore, because maybe you found your worth, Scorpio. Maybe you finally have decided to love yourself more and not wait on this person anymore, if that's the case. Because for some of you, this person deceived you, lied, cheated in some way, kept secrets from you. Oh, yes, yes, that could have happened for some of you. Let me get a few more cards here. Please and thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about how my Scorpio... I'm sorry, I've been sitting on this chair. I'm trying to stretch my back. How does Scorpio see and feel about this romantic relationship with their person, please? Current state of that. Thank you. That there was a lot of reckless energy here. It was in and out. It wasn't dependable. This is not somebody that you felt you could ever count on. He was there for a good time, maybe, not a long time. And I'm going to wait and speak. I've got the 2 wands in reverse here. I want to see what else comes out, because that can mean a couple of different things. Maybe you decided you not to choose this person, or they didn't choose you. Yeah, you feel like this relationship is a missed opportunity. You could also be saying that you wanted this person to bring you this offer and it didn't happen. And now it's left you in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy. Cold, bitter, defensive, feeling abandoned and left out in the cold. But the truth of it is, you don't want to be out here. You don't want this to be the case, because you still love this person. Even though, now for some of you, even though, because this card also means a choice in love. This is how you feel. It may be somebody, this could be saying you've had to make a choice, even though you still love this person. You're putting yourself out here in the cold because of what happened back here. Or you're saying somebody made a choice toward you or about you that left you out in the cold and left you feeling abandoned. One more, please. One more, please. Yeah. Knight of Swords in reverse. This is, you're not communicating. Can also, no. Yes. I'll just say that. Knight of Swords in reverse. Can mean you're not communicating, can mean you had arguments, can mean difficult news, bad news even. This is you, Scorpio, saying, and because of that, I think I may just be losing any interest in this. I have no more curiosity for somebody who's going to juggle me. Or maybe you're saying, again, I'm not taking any forward movement toward that person. I'm not communicating toward your person. I'm over here juggling my own balls in the air, trying to keep busy. I'm focusing on what I want, my long-term investments. Maybe that's you, your job, your career, your family, and trying to find balance and patience again in my own life. Maybe you're saying I'm loving myself here after this difficult ending. Yeah, oh goodness, yeah. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that, period. A difficult ending where somebody, oh yeah. You felt, for some of you, now this has not happened, this is not predictive. This is something that would have already happened, Scorpio, with you and your person. So you would know about it. But you felt betrayed here in this relationship. You felt like somebody played mind games with you, and it broke your heart. And it could have been because of this Queen of Wands. She's my third party queen. You're over here representing your energy as this Queen of Swords in reverse. And I have and you just might have put an end to it. You said, nothing's changing here. My person's not changing. They're not giving me this happiness that I want. They're not willing to surrender in this relationship. And you might have said, yeah, that's it. I'm going after my own happiness. But right now, I'm not reaching out. This is also a card of procrastination. Like I said, a lack of communication. All right, let me get a little sip of water. All right. Now, how does your person feel about the state of relationship? How does your person feel about this relationship with you? What is from their perspective? Doesn't make it true, Scorpio, but it's from their perspective. Whoops. Yeah, they're over here in the hangman tree. There's feeling stuck, but to me, this is not just feeling stuck. This is about thinking about what they've done. This person puts himself in that tree to reflect on what needs to change, and if they can make that change. Five of Swords on their side. I know this Five of Swords represents ego and pride, winning at all costs. This is also the card of self-sabotage. I mean, look at his face. Oh, God, what have I done? What have I done? They think you're very possibly moving on, Scorpio. They're hoping you're waiting for them, possibly. But I think as they're viewing you in the relationship, they may think you're moving on. Let's see what else comes out. So I think that why can I not talk? Oh, the energy around that card, there's two groups of you. Some of you are still waiting for this person, and some of you are not. That's why I couldn't decide about which one that was. There's multiple people watching these, multiple stories. They've tried to walk away, Scorpio, and can't. This is the card, I can't walk away. I just, something about that Scorpio energy, don't we know? And that's left them up in their head in this crossroads. Now, this is a card of feeling stuck, not knowing which direction to go. But to be honest, they feel like there's no hope left here for them. And they are missing you. But they're feeling overwhelmed too, very likely, because somebody here juggled somebody. There's the Three of Swords. Yep. And you said, I'm going to set you free. This is the Devil card. Talks about toxicity, things that are unhealthy, that hold you back, that could be addictions, obsessions, could be anything. But in the reverse, it's saying releasing. I think they're saying you're releasing that. If they've done whatever here, they are being released. And if shoe fits you better, Scorpio, then please put it where it fits. What else do they want to say here? Ooh, that's a lot, but we'll take them. Okay. Let me move a few of these, make a little bit more room. That was more than I thought. Yeah, well, they're acknowledging, thankfully, they are acknowledging that they are not stable. They might have been overindulgent, might have had money problems. They might have been playing around. This is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This also talks about taking risk or being reckless, actually. And that could be, well, anyway, they are pulling back. They are in the hermit mode here. So they're not talking to you either, it looks like. Now, this is interesting because I've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse over here and the King of Swords in the upright. These are typically a divorced couple in the tarot, sadly. But he's in the upright, and this does say, I think, and this came out in the other reading I did that didn't have any sound, that this person is putting head over heart. Sorry, I was listening to that noise. It's a plane overhead. Is putting head over heart. They're busy cutting out things maybe in their life that don't serve them. But he is a truthful king. So this can also be saying your person is seeing the truth here in this situation. They're seeing the truth that they did not learn the lesson, or that they still need to learn the lesson. There's some lesson here they need to learn, in my opinion, from that card. Yeah, and they're not moving. This is the Knight of Pentacles. They can also be saying that the lesson they learned might have been that they didn't take action with you. They didn't move forward, or they didn't move fast enough. They could have had other options. That's right. They could have, this can be spoiled for choice. Spoiled for choice. Yep. And they, didn't you have, or was that in the other, that might have been in the other reading I did, because now I can't, it's so confusing. I was just going to see. Yeah, you did have, down at the bottom of your deck here on this side, you had the Seven of Pentacles. They've got it also. Both of you have it in the upright. I think both of you are admitting, or at least examining, that the truth might be that this is not something for the long term. The Seven of Pentacles is somebody who's assessing, is this something I can or want to or would be able to go the distance with, invest for the long term, the long haul, time, energy, and money possibly. So that's what they're thinking about over there, or have been thinking about. And they're healing. Again, taking a time out to heal. Resting, recuperating, pulling back, meditating. Yeah, and this came out in the other reading too. All the while though, Scorpio, they are holding on to you. They have not let you go. Which is basically what this card is saying. I'm not moved on. I can't stop thinking about you, perhaps, and I'm not letting you go. This whole situation, Scorpio, has made me lose my confidence. and another message, I was looking at the card below it. Also, there may be saying, I don't think I have the strength to come in and fight for this again. At least not right now. At least not right now. I need to get clarity about this. I don't have clarity. I'm stuck. Here, I've got the two. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This is the verse. Sorry. I'm beginning to get clarity, or I need to have more clarity about this. I need to have more clarity about this Three of Cups situation, whatever that is. But, you know, in the previous reading, yeah, it's not this reading, I'm just checking. Or was it over here? In the previous reading, there was a very clear third-party situation. So that might not be your situation here at all, Scorpio. I don't know. But this is some kind of overindulgence here. And your person has lost or is losing sleepless nights. This is anxiety. This is the realization of woulda, coulda, shoulda. This person is having that anxiety because they know they caused this. They caused this disappointment. Because now they're seeing your worth. They see who you are, Scorpio. This is one of my Scorpio cards here. They realize on some level, whether they'll act on it or not, I don't know, Scorpio, that you're the person that they could have expansion with. You are the person that would nurture them the best. This card is she's all the queens rolled into one. She talks about the creativity, nurturing fertility, nature, all the things, expansion. Yeah, they feel like this. Well, I won't even go. I'm not going to go halfway into the deck. I want to ask, though, what deck? Let's get this small, not Rider-Waite, Lightseer deck and ask, what is the potential future? Now, remember, guys, I'm just pulling one potential out of a big field of quantum possibilities out there. Please do your homework and research law of manifestation, law of attraction, because you have the potential to change this outcome if you don't like it. This is just a check-in that says, if you both keep doing the same thing, that this is the trajectory that you're on for this potential outcome. It doesn't make it true, because I don't consider what I do predicting the future. But let's ask, what is the potential outcome for this relationship? Couple more, please. More, please. Thank you. There's that Six of Swords from the other reading. Moving on to calmer waters. So I will post that video that I did just before this one. It was a Scorpio reading also, what your person wants to say to you. So that, I think you should watch that too. One of these should resonate with you guys. Well, there is a potential for this to not be over. Or this can just be saying you both are wishing it wasn't over, or thinking back about this ending, having a hard time letting it go. Yeah, having a hard time letting it go. There may be a lesson here that both of you needed to learn that you haven't learned here. This is just for a few of you. Okay, let me see what's underneath the Six of Swords here. Okay, sorry, I just had to had to see what was at the bottom of the deck. So this is a cautionary tale, a warning, if you will, for some of you. If you haven't learned your lesson, I don't know which side, this is both of you now, so this could apply to either or both of you. If you haven't learned the lesson that this relationship was trying to teach you, you may have a repeat performance. This is the Knight of Wands. This is what most readers call the player card, but it talks about somebody who comes in, well, here it is, over here, and you're saying, I don't want that anymore, this person who wasn't reliable. Well, here he comes again. He's in the upright now. So if you don't learn the lesson, every relationship is there to show you, is a reflection rather, of where you're wounded and where you're healed. So if you are carrying a wound around something in this relationship, or around whatever a relationship looks like for you, like you may have an abandonment issue and that's why this person left, or you might, all kinds of things it could be, then you're going to repeat this cycle. And so Spirit is cautioning you, whether it's this person who's returning, your person, Scorpio, or you meet somebody new, if you haven't learned this lesson here because you're still hanging on to how things ended or whatever, you're deceiving yourself. You're deceiving yourself. Secondary message for some of you is this person may be coming back, or somebody new. It could be either. I don't have that card of a new person. That's why I'm leaning toward this person from the past. And they're going to deceive you again. It's basically going to be a lie. What's going to be a lie? That they may be willing to commit to you. This is the Hierophant card. This talks about tradition. This is the card that most readers consider the long-term commitment card, a marriage, that kind of thing. And these energies are saying, I'm coming in to have a good time. I might lie to you and tell you that I'm here for the long time. And if you haven't learned your lesson, we'll do this again. So, Scorpio, it doesn't mean, let me be clear, it doesn't mean that you can't have another round with this person or whomever. It means you have to fill your own cup of love. You cannot look to anybody else to fill a void within yourself or fill yourself with love. That will always, always disappoint you, whether that's a new house or a person or a new car or a new dress, whatever that is. You have to be happy within your own self. You have to know your own self-worth and your own value. Once you truly, truly believe that and know that, then if somebody else comes in, that mirror will change. That person will come back in this energy, but without this sneaky stuff, okay? It will be this person having changed or somebody new showing up who will not be coming in with this in and out energy. So just know that you are the mirror. Depending on what you are projecting out there is what's going to show up for you. But if you have not learned this lesson, as hard as you may try to move on to calmer waters, you're going to be disappointed again. You're going to have another tower, possibly an internal one, and you're not going to be able to move on again. You're going to be stuck over here having these feelings just like your person is. Now, I'm kind of addressing that to my Scorpios, but you switch the roles, guys, if you know which side of this equation you're on. You know which side of this equation you're on. Okay, so I feel like that's sort of, like I said, a cautionary tale for my Scorpios. Get right with yourself. Fill your own cup of love. Know your self-worth, Scorpios. And when you do that, again, then the mirror changes. And whoever shows up for you, whether it's this person or someone else, just to recap, it will be somebody who will show up and show up correctly for you. Plain and simple. All right, Scorpio. Well, that's what I have for you guys. Just a little check-in for you and your person here. I hope this has helped somebody out there. Please let me know if it did in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.